Hello guys, welcome to another trade breakdown video. Today I will be breaking down the backtest that I've done yesterday, which I was not able to make the video, so please excuse me for that. And it was a Tuesday trade, and let me quickly show you the news. So going on Tuesday, there was Joel's job opening news on 7:30 p.m. and on my FX book calendar on Tuesday there was GBP news, which was not at our timing, so we don't care. And there was Joel's job opening, Euro news, which also we don't care because we trade GU. So on the daily time frame, Monday closed as a very bullish candle. The weekly bias was not clear. Monday closed as a very bullish candle. So what makes sense? To look for buys on Tuesday, right? So quickly went to confirm the bias on DXY, and on DXY we can see the market has the price has literally gave a double top rejection, took the liquidity from the previous top, and a huge selling pressure is coming in, and now it's entering to this daily sort of supply zone right there, sorry, demand zone right here, right? So looking at this candle, it is not looking like it is gonna respect this demand zone, but obviously we cannot predict that. We have to wait and see what the price is telling us, and according to that we have to make our decisions. So going on Tuesday, my bias was so clear on DXY being bearish and GU being bullish, and my weekly bias is not clear. As you can see, I have also written my weekly bias were not clear right there. So going on Tuesday, if my bias is bullish, I will look for some change of characters on starting from the 4-hourly. So a beautiful change of character happened on the 4-hourly. As you can see, there was H4 fair value gap, H4 demand zone due to this change of character, so it was a valid demand zone. So then I marked this H1 demand. Obviously if I am looking for buys, so I will have to look for demand zones. So this was the H1 change of character. I don't know why I didn't mark it. I believe because I marked it on the 4-hourly, that's why I didn't mark it on the hourly. So I was anticipating something like this, but also you have to keep in mind the price needs liquidity to make a move, right? Liquidity is the essence of the market. So whenever the market is not making a huge move like that and something like this is happening, so who knows, right? The price can come down, manipulate all of these orders right here, manipulate this demand zone, come to this fair value gap, and then make a move. That is also a very good possibility. And if Tuesday, when the market opened, huge amount of buying didn't happen, then that is when we wait for our zone to get manipulated. And if something like this happens, then obviously we'll wait for the fair value gap, because it doesn't make sense. The price doesn't have enough liquidity to make a move. So this was the demand zone I was looking to trade from. Waited for the Asian range to close. So exactly as I told you, what did the price do? Did the price literally shoot up from here? No. What the price did was accumulation. It was our setup, bro. Accumulation. Does it make sense to make a move just by doing this? Yeah, it can. Always it has a chance that it can, but in this case there was also a chance that this demand zone will get manipulated, and then this fair value gap will get filled and then make a move. So I was thinking about that, and probably took this trade on the M15 demand. I don't know why I did this, but I took this trade on this M15 demand zone right around here. Why I did it, you know that, because I'm backtesting and I'm trying all sort of conditions. So because if I do the mistakes on the backtesting, I will not do this on the live markets, right? That's the plan. Doing as much mistakes I can on my backtesting so that I can learn from them, and whenever the live markets present us with such kind of opportunities, we can take with confidence and we can wait, right? So the M15 demand. So obviously waited for the rejection. We got a beautiful rejection after this inducement. There was inducement right here, M15 demand zone. This demand zone was valid but not one of the strongest. And also I have learned one more thing here, was only trade the order blocks which are strong. Be very selective with your order blocks you are trading and wait patiently. This order block was made on 23:30, bro. 23:30 is not our session, right? It is nor New York nor London. We only want to trade the zones made on our session. So this was not made in our session. So that was a red flag. Also got to learn that. And this trade was a loser. It was a losing trade, but eventually we did got our trade. Let me show you. Eventually there was an hourly fair value gap right here, as I've told you, right around here. So after filling up this fair value gap, as I've also explained at the start of the video, that whenever the move isn't happening with huge volume, something like this is happening, that means the demand zone is very low probability, because it might not get respected, just like in this case. So what did the price do? Went down, filled up the fair value gap to the T, literally filled up 100% of the fair value gap, and then rejected. What a beautiful rejection right here. This trade I would have taken any day. 100% I would have taken in the live markets. And also that is when you go to DXY. Going to DXY for looking at trade, no. After what you have seen on GU, you have seen everything you want to see. Inducement, point of interest mitigation, higher time frame, M15 rejection, H1 rejection, anything. It's your checklist. Once your checklist is checked, that is when you go to DXY. Don't let DXY influence your decision. So that is also one thing we have learned. So now, as we have seen what we want to see in the trade, that is when we went to DXY to look to see if it's aligning or not, and it was aligning with our GU trade being bullish. So a beautiful move happened here. We got our entry to the T, 10 pip stop loss, and 1:3 was taken beautifully, right? So this was the trade on Tuesday. I personally took a loss, but if I was patient enough for liquidity to get swept, and whatever I've told you in this video, if I had followed that, and I will, from now on I will follow that, but obviously I've learned. So anything you either learn or earn from a trade. So this was the learn. So it is a win-win situation right here. So H1 fair value gap does work, and enough liquidity was swept after this, and yeah, the move did happen at our session. It was also before news, so it was a beautiful trade. Journaled it, so it is also journaled here if you want to see.